Hey, what's going on everyone? Pop Culture Junkie back, and I've got a little video to share with you today. On today's video, we're going to be checking out some brand new Titans vinyl figures, okay? These are based on the Game of Thrones TV series on HBO. It says here, Game of Thrones, The Winter is Here collection. What that means, I don't know. I'm just guessing these are based on the latest versions of the characters or the way they look in the latest season and so forth. Now, I got started on Game of Thrones late, and I usually do that with most TV shows. Like a lot of TV shows like 24, I didn't see it until the second season was started. Breaking Bad, I didn't start watching Breaking Bad till almost the last season was about to begin. So yeah, I tend to wait, or I just don't get into another TV show until it's been on for a few years. Maybe I wait for it to see if it's even going to be good for a few years, and then I'll start watching it. But Game of Thrones, my wife and I, we started watching it maybe only within the last 3 years. And we actually borrowed the DVDs and Blu-rays from my father, because he had been watching it and loves it. So we borrowed the Blu-rays from my dad, and we binge watched as many seasons as we could and got caught up. And then we were able to watch the most recent season last year's just on HBO itself. Which now we have to wait, 2 years? Now we're only a year and a half or a year away from the next season or final season, okay? Yeah, so we're coming up on the end of the Game of Thrones series, which they've already said they may do a spin-off or something, which, you know, they will. I mean, it's money. They're gonna continue on somehow, whether it's movies or books or video games or something. So if you have not watched the Game of Thrones show, if you're not interested in it at all, then keep in mind I probably will end up spoiling something during this video. So if you don't care, keep watching. If you are one of those people that's waiting to see Game of Thrones until later, or you just haven't gotten around to it, and you don't want to know anything, you might not want to watch until later, because I will just be talking about characters and trying to remember things from the show, and if I spoil something, I apologize. So anyways, Game of Thrones, of course, it's based on books by George S.S. Martin, and then they made a TV show out of it, and it's been very successful, And these are the characters you can get, and I'm so happy to see that on the boxes here, they put the little pictures, but they also have their name, because I am terrible at remembering the names of all the characters, because they're not your typical Michael, Paul, Peter, Betty, Stacy, whatever. These aren't normal names. You have Jon Snow. That's probably the most normal name. Otherwise, you have Brienne of Tarth. You have Jaime Lannister. You have Arya, okay, the Hound. You have Sansa. I mean, Tyrion. You got so many strange, unusual names that you're not used to saying in day-to-day life, so it's hard for me sometimes to remember the names of the characters. So I'll start looking at these figures and be like, oh, that's who it is. Okay, I know the name now. So, Game of Thrones, very popular show, and we're going to check out these Titan figures. Unfortunately, Funko did not make Game of Thrones figures for this collection. They made other ones previously. We've unboxed a couple of those Funko ones in the past, but unfortunately these are by Titans. I say that because, again, as I've mentioned, I'm a bigger fan of the Funko style of Mr. Minis and vinyl figures. Titans are cool. I like that they sometimes have weapons and accessories, and that's what I'm hoping to see in these, okay? They should have swords or bow and arrows or staffs or some kind of weapon accessory with their character, I hope. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and open up. We got 4 to check out. Let's get through this and let's see who we have in this unboxing video. So let's go ahead and start with this guy here. Now, if you are a fan of Game of Thrones, leave me some comments below in the video and let me know what has been your favorite either part of the show. What do you like the most, whether it's the characters, the scenery, the storylines, whatever. Maybe it's the action, the suspense, okay, something like that. Let me know. Maybe you got a favorite episode, okay? For me, they go one after the other, okay? So there's not really a whole lot of time in between episodes. So it's kind of hard to say, like, oh, I enjoyed this specific episode. It's hard for me to say that because it's just one giant story every season. So, but yeah, share with me if you have a favorite moment or an actual episode. Okay, we've got our first one out of the bag, and it's the Hound. Yeah, I knew that one right away. We have the Hound here. He's got his hair is covering the scar in his face. Okay, and thankfully, yes, he does come with a weapon. So he has a sword here. Oh, well, you can move his arms, okay, but not by much. His body armor on the front here is preventing that, so you have to just put his sword sticking out here. Okay. Okay, well, there we go. All right, at least he's got a weapon. I like that. It's nice to have any kind of accessory added on here. That's the downside with Funko Minis, is you can't add any accessories to them The figures are just one solid mold, so you can't add anything. Like if it's a wrestler, you can't put a belt on them, except for, you know, unless they make it like that. If you have I don't know, if you have like a Halo figure, you can't put a weapon in their hand unless it's molded in the mold. So yeah. Okay, we got the Hound as our first character. There we go. That's a good start. Let's go on to our next one here. Let's see. Now, I didn't mention at the beginning of the video which ones I would like to unbox. Okay, we already unboxed one. Actually, the Hound would have been one I would like to unbox. Other ones I would like to unbox would be Tyrion, Jaime, and a Night King. I think those would be the ones right there that I would like. I'd like to get an Arya Stark, too. She's one of my favorite characters. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to our second box and see who we have. And we got another weapon. And this is... we got Jaime Lannister. Okay, the the previous Hand of the King, and he's the one that basically likes, you know, or loves his sister a lot. If you have seen the show, you know what I mean. He really loves his sister. All right, there we go. He's got his sword. Now, see, the downside with the Funko comparison to the Titan ones, again, is the work on their face looks great, okay? It looks very human-ish, but the rest of them just looks like a little tiny child. So it's like a child's body with a human head, something like that, or with an adult's head. Yeah, it's just weird. But again, I like that they have the little accessory add-on. So yeah, we got Jaime Lannister there. Excellent. I'm proud to say there's 2 characters in a row now that I knew their names and I'm familiar with them. Because like I said, Game of Thrones, we go sometimes without watching it for a while, and then once we would pick up again to start watching, I'd be like, who? I don't remember their names. I know who the character is looking at them, but I cannot remember their names. Alright, third one is out of the box already, so let's open it up. And our character is... oh, well, look at there. We got another Hound. Okay, so we got 2 Hounds. And same thing, his armor blocks his arms from moving, so he just has to have his arms down by his side. Okay, but he does have a sword included. So, very nice. Okay, got 2 Hounds unboxed. We're going to leave that one in the bag. Well, here we have it. This is our final box for the video. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's see who our last Game of Thrones, The Winter is Here collection vinyl figure is. All right, out of the box, out of the bag now. And, oh, excellent. We have Brienne of Tarth. Excellent. So she is the one that swore to the Stark's mother that she would protect Sansa and keep her safe, especially from Littlefinger, and she did, thankfully, successfully. Also is sort of falling for Jaime, but unfortunately Jaime is really hung up on his sister, Cersei, so... Anyways, but check her out. I like how, looking in comparison to the other 2, she's got a lot more color in her uniform. I don't recall her ever wearing blue in the show. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't remember her wearing blue. But I always liked her armor that she would wear, or she does wear, I should say. And yeah, she's really great in the show. I really like the actress portraying her, and I think she's an amazing actress. So very good. Figured unbox, and then we do have a sword. Let's go ahead and get that out of the bag as well. Get a little close-up look at the sword. Okay, I think these look really good. Once again, you can't move their arms. Okay, she's got armor sticking out on the sides here, and you can't move her arms. That's unfortunate. You couldn't really do a whole lot of sword fighting with these, since they're basically just like this. So a lot of laying back sword fighting. Yeah, so... all right, well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There we have it. The winter collection is here, because here it is in front of you. So for this unboxing, we got 2 Hounds, Jaime Lannister, and Brienne of Tarth. Very good. I'm happy with what I have. I do wish I had gotten a Tyrion and Night King. Those would have been the 2 right there I'd like to get. But I'm not going to complain, because these are awesome figures, and I like the show, so it's great to have these. All right, well, let me know what you guys thought. Leave me some comments below. Again, share with me what your favorite part of Game of Thrones is, whether it's an episode or a character or something about the show, etc. Share with me. All right, well, hey, I appreciate everyone out there that takes the time out of their busy day or night to watch the video. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. Please click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Please share the video out there on all your social media as well. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The links are below in the description of every video. Also, you can check out my P.O. box in the description in case you want to send me something to unbox on the channel. Why not? You never know. I might send you something back. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Pop Culture Junkie, signing out.